Hi, this is Mike again. Welcome back to the Peak Performance Zone. Let's start our journey in personal and professional improvement and enhancement by discussing some of the techniques of cognitive behavioral therapy. Cognitive behavioral therapy is based on something as simple as A, B, and C. Now each of those stands for something. A stands for some kind of adversity, right? Or some kind of what we call an activating event. Let's say you're stuck in traffic. B is your belief or thought about A. Right? That's what the B stands for. And C is the consequence, the emotional behavioral consequence. Using the example I mentioned, A, the activating event, is you're stuck in traffic. The consequence is you get angry, you get frustrated, you clench your teeth, you clench your fists, you curse, you bang the steering wheel. Most people believe that it is the A, the adversity, that causes the C, the consequence, the acting out, the upset. In truth, it is the B, your belief or thought about the adversity, that causes you to be upset. If you tell yourself certain things like, I can't stand the fact that I'm in traffic, why does this always happen to me, I never get a break, it's those thoughts that cause you to get upset. Now those thoughts are called cognitive distortions. There's a whole bunch of cognitive distortions, and we're going to talk about them. Let me just briefly list them to you. There's all or nothing thinking, there's overgeneralization, there's mental filter, there's discounting the positive, there's jumping to conclusions, there's mind reading, there's magnification and minimization, there's emotional reasoning, there are should statements, there's labeling, there's personalization and blame, and many, many more. These are the types of thoughts, these cognitive distortions that we all engage in many, many times. And they're what cause our upset. So whenever we're faced with an adversity, whether it's an audition, an interview, a job possibility, an interpersonal relationship, we have thoughts that cause us to feel and behave a certain way. And by working on these, we can improve how we respond, both professionally and personally. Now, let's just take one for example. I'm going to start with jumping to conclusions. Now, jumping to conclusions is when you assume that people are reacting negatively to you, even though there's no real evidence for this. Sometimes this is called fortune telling, right? Where you assume that something is going to turn out bad, even though you don't really know that, right? So jumping to a conclusion is you go on a job, you go on an interview, an audition, and you assume you're not going to get it. You mind read, they didn't like me, I didn't do a very good job, they weren't happy, this person was mad at me. You're making an assumption not really based on any hard evidence, more probably on emotion, on feeling, on gut instinct, but you really don't know for sure. And so what you do is you make this assumption that they're not going to like you, they're not going to hire you, you're not going to get the job, and of course, how are you going to feel about that? You're going to be feeling sad and depressed, you're going to have anxiety, you're going to worry, you're going to be maybe giving yourself a headache, clenching your teeth, just kind of tightening up your body, giving yourself muscle pain. So all of these things are done because of the cognitive distortion of mind reading or jumping to conclusions, predicting the future. So this is one technique among many that get us upset. So we're going to talk about a whole bunch of them. We're going to talk about all of them, all of these things that we do in order for you to be cautious and careful not to fall into this trap. Don't fall into these cognitive distortions. If you like this channel, please hit like and please comment. I read all the comments. And if you'd like to contact me with a question or for some professional coaching, please contact me and I'll see you next time.